What's going on, guys? Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com bringing you the August 2017 edition of the What's in My Soccer Bag series, where I highlight all of the best products that I found myself using throughout the previous month. This includes the bag itself, apparel, equipment, as well as, of course, footwear, totaling in value of over $1,600 this month, which is probably one of the most expensive ones I've ever done. Of course, as with all of the What's in My Soccer Bag videos on this channel, all of the items you see in today's video you can purchase for yourself by either clicking the little pop-up in the corner of the screen or the first link down below in the description. That'll take you to this month's What's in My Soccer Bag page, where you'll find every single item in today's video in the form of individual buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes, where you'll be able to purchase them below their normal retail price. So if you see something in today's video that you want to buy, first link down below, be sure to go ahead and check it out. Also, guys, if you enjoy the What's in My Soccer Bag series and want to continue seeing it happen on a monthly basis, don't forget to leave a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel watching for the first time, if you do end up enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. Starting off with the bag, you can see I'm currently wearing it. This is the Adidas Pivot Team Backpack that bears a pretty hefty retail price of $75 US. As far as I know, this is the most expensive team backpack that Adidas makes. It's here in red as an example, but you can get it in a few different colors as you would expect. It's got the typical Adidas logo there on the front and then the 3 stripes on either side, and that pretty much is it for the Adidas branding, aside from this little logo right here. As far as the backpack features are concerned, it's quite nice. It has all the backpack technology, if backpack technology is what you're after. It's got their load spring straps, which you'll find on a lot of their high-end backpacks. It's supposed to reduce the amount of stress on your shoulders when you have heavier stuff in the bag, which difficult to say whether or not it actually does anything, although it is quite comfortable to wear, I'll say that. It's got the Hydro Shield material there at the bottom, so if you put the backpack in wet grass, it's not gonna seep through, and you can see this compartment right here is essentially made as a separate compartment for your cleats or shoes or whatever you wanna put that might be smelly or dirty that you wanna keep away from the rest of the inside of the bag. So that's really, really nice. Again, you can put it in wet grass, it's not gonna seep through the bottom, although if you leave the backpack in rain, like most backpacks, it'll eventually seep through and your stuff will get wet. It's got the zipper here on the front with the compartment, and then it's also got this compartment right here, which is fully insulated. So I'm not sure if that's meant for like your water bottle or something like that. If you want to keep something cooler or to temperature, it should go in that area of the backpack, which is separate from the main compartment that you have right here across the top. Big compartment. It's got a laptop section here at the back, as you can see, padded laptop area. It's got some mesh pockets right here with some zippers on the back side. And then there's also, yeah, you can go right here on the side. You can technically open or access that compartment from the side as well, which I'm not sure why you would need to, but you do have that option. So overall, as far as the backpack is concerned, it's got all the little tricks and secret compartments and quality materials. It's a really good backpack. So if you can justify the price tag, I definitely would recommend it. First item in the bag is something I've been using consistently for about 2 years now. They are the Sterelli Body Shield slider shorts with a retail price of about $54 US with an SR4U coupon code. What's nice about these is, one, they're high quality compression shorts, which I really like to have, not just when playing soccer, but really when doing any kind of physical activity. I just find it to be so much more comfortable. So you get that, plus the added benefit of pour-on foam padding down the side of either leg. It's very thin, but also does a big part in terms of providing a lot of extra protection that you wouldn't otherwise have, which is great when it comes to reducing the severity of little bumps and bruises that you get on the side of your leg. There's a lot more protection here than I think a lot of people realize. Or if you don't play on the greatest fields, which a lot of people don't, it tends to be really hard. And if you go for a slide tackle and scrape up the side of your leg, everyone has done this at some point in time, especially if you play on artificial grass as well. That extra padding will definitely help in terms of reducing any kind of scrapes to the point where you're just not going to get them because of the padding. So this is going to save your life quite a bit if that's something that you really, really struggle with. So for $54 US, yes, not cheap, but also not overly expensive for a pair of high quality compression shorts like this. So if any of that sounds good to you, I would very, very strongly recommend these. Also, a lot of you guys have been asking on the last few What's in My Soccer Bag videos why I never model the compression shorts, but I model everything else in the video. And the simple answer to that question is because I don't want 4K footage of my butt on the internet. Next, we have training tops, which normally I would only pick one for these videos, but I came across quite a few really good ones in August, so I decided to pick 3, so just a heads up on that. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw these. They released in August as well. It's Neymar's first ever signature mercurial colorway. Well, the first training top is a perfect match to that. It is the Nike Neymar Dry Squad GX training shirt, which you can see is in the matching blue color and also has a lot of the same patterns printed in black that you would find on the upper of his signature colorway. So if you're a big Neymar fan, this is almost as cool as a jersey, if not cooler, because it's gonna be a lot more unique. More people are gonna have the jerseys than this particular training top. And it's available in two different colors. I have the light blue one right here, but there also is a navy blue one if you want something perhaps a little bit less vibrant. But it's pretty cool in that there's not really any kind of Neymar branding on the shirt itself. You kind of just have to know what it is. So for the most part, it kind of just looks like a simple, high quality Nike training top. It's got the darker blue sleeves there, or darker blue stripes going down the sleeves, as you guys can see. The back is fully mesh, which is really, really nice. And this is basically the same training top base that you would find for all the main clubs that wear Nike stuff, of course. So the quality is very, very good. It's not super cheap with a retail price of $60 US, but in terms of just being a really, really cool kind of Neymar piece of apparel, I definitely think this is worth picking up if you're a big Neymar fan. The next training jersey is from Adidas. This is the Bayern Munich home pre-match jersey, which again, I thought was really, really cool, mainly because of the way that it looks and the quality of the materials. So obviously it's gonna have the Bayern Munich crest there on the front, same goes for the Adidas logo, but the styling of the shirt has this very, very retro vibe with this kind of old school graphic on the front that I think just looks really, really cool. Plus it's got the Adidas stripes there in white on the sleeves, which kind of give it a more modern look. And I like the idea of having kind of an old school graphic with a shirt that's made from very kind of high-end, high-tech material. It's nice and fitted through the sleeves, which is really cool. It's got the little extension piece, as you can see. And even at the bottom, it's got a little bit of an extension piece. So it's slightly longer than the average training top, which for casual wear, I think looks really, really good. The retail price is $60 US. So again, it's not super cheap, but the quality is very, very good. And again, it's kind of a dual purpose item in that you can wear it casually, but you can also wear it for training. The final training shirt I have to show you is a little different in that one, it's cheaper with a $40 retail price, and two, it's long sleeve. It is the Adidas Tango Cage long sleeve t-shirt, and this is the black variation. There is also a white variation as well. And what I really like about this is mainly just the way that it looks. I saw it online, I had to pick it up, but it's actually made from a really nice material. It's that super high quality t-shirt material that you get from Adidas. So obviously the front is fairly plain with just the Adidas logo there in white, but the sleeves are what's really cool to me in that it has that Tango logo basically from the neck all the way across the shoulder to the very tip of the sleeve, which I think is just such a cool design. And it looks really cool when you're wearing it, in my opinion, of course. The back is left completely blank. And again, kind of like that Bayern Munich shirt, maybe a little bit more so. It's simple in that you can wear it casually. It looks really cool, but of course, it's still a nice quality material. It fits really well. It's comfortable to run around in. You can practice in this as well. So it does serve that dual purpose. Probably my favorite t-shirt that I picked up in August, if that means anything. Moving on to shorts, we have a choice that I would describe as far too expensive, but so cool that I had to buy them. They are the Nike Aeroswift shorts, which have a retail price of $65 for a pair of shorts. And this is a particularly unique pair in that it has this interesting pattern that I believe is new to the Aeroswift lineup. I've never seen it before. So it's kind of got the darker navy blue here towards the top, and then about halfway down it has this fade where it incorporates the navy blue and some light blue, and at the very bottom it has more solid light blue, which I thought was really, really interesting. With, you can see the pinkish orange salmon color Nike swoosh there on the one side. Now the Aeroswift line from Nike is very, very expensive, but the quality and I guess general technology, if shorts can be technologically advanced, is very impressive. And I've had Aeroswift shorts in the past. This seems to be the newest variation. And basically the idea here is that the material is almost constructed in a similar way to the Flyknit uppers they have on their soccer cleats and other forms of footwear. It's heavily engineered apparel. So you can see that the patterns all change, but it's within the knitted material itself. It's not printed on the surface like the apparel that I showed you earlier in the video, all the shirts and stuff. So really, really interesting in that regard. And this has a good thickness to it, but it's also super, super stretchy. What's great about these Aeroswift shorts is it almost feels like there's no restrictiveness whatsoever, which I really, really love the feel of. It's It's not like you're gonna play better because you have really high-end shorts on, but they definitely do feel good. So in regards to what you're getting for your money, it's a pretty cool experience if shorts can feel cool. I know that sounds a little bit ridiculous. It's got the elasticated seam right here that when it actually stretches out, it allows air to pass directly through. So for a hot summer's day, these will keep you nice and cool. And another feature they like to tout in this particular product is the vented elasticated band. So if you've ever felt like your waist was particularly sweaty in your regular $30 shorts, spend $65 and get a vented band around your waist on these Aeroswift ones. Very expensive, totally unnecessary, but very cool at the same time. The next item, similar to the shorts, you could argue is very much overpriced, and it is the Nike Aeroswift Drill long sleeve top. I figured that since I was spending $65 on shorts, I might as well spend $125 on this quarter zip sweater. Now again, this is kind of the Aeroswift 2.0 variation. You guys may have seen my original review when the Aeroswift stuff first came out. This new variation of it is a lot nicer, both in terms of looks as well as in terms of feel. It's the same general design, and you can see the coloring here is kind of that dark blue, light blue color combo, which I think looks really, really clean. What's cool about this is, again, the material is just so premium, so high quality. You can see it has this kind of chest plate knitted within the construction of the shirt itself. That's the actual material creating that pattern, not just printed on graphics on the surface. You do have a little kind of rubberized Nike swoosh right there. It's got the quarter zip, which the zipper, very good quality. I know I've been reviewing a lot of zippers on this channel lately. The sleeves, you can see it's got this kind of stripy design. They're super stretchy. If you've ever worn a sweater, you know that there's some level of restrictiveness, and I know that sounds crazy, but once you put on this shirt, trust me when I say that, you'll realize, oh my God, there's no restrictiveness whatsoever. It really is that impressive. And it's got a very kind of fitted look and feel to it as well, which can look a little bit strange for casual wear, I will admit that, but for training, very comfortable. It's got a little bit of a collar, and again, the material is just so high quality, it's so stretchy, it's so premium. You are getting what you pay for here, and it also has the elasticated seam going down the side of the shirt that when it stretches out, similar to the shorts, it's fully ventilated. So it keeps you cool, but also keeps you warm at the same time, I guess in the other order, but you get the idea. $125, not for everybody, but if you can afford it, it's definitely very nice. Next, we have a jacket, which is the $80 Adidas Real Madrid 3-stripe windbreaker, which I think is really cool looking for similar reasons that I like that training top, and that it's kind of got this retro vibe about it. It does have a built-in hoodie, which is not ideal for soccer training in my opinion. The hoods are kind of in the way, and there's no way to remove this one, but for casual wear, I definitely don't mind the way that it looks. Plus, I kind of like these two little bits that stick out, so you can technically kind of tighten or loosen the hood depending on what you like it to look like. That came out wrong, but you get what I'm saying. The coloring of this jacket is kind of interesting in that it's this kind of dark green turquoise type color, and then it does have the white across the chest where you'll find the Real Madrid logo and the Adidas crest on the front. It's got the signature Adidas stripes going down the shoulders and arms of the jacket itself. Zippers on the front in white, including the pockets, as you guys can see, and the inside is lined in this kind of mesh material. You can see it here in the hood. Keep in mind though, this is a windbreaker, not necessarily a rain jacket. It's not particularly waterproof. I did have it out in the rain the one time, and I got wet pretty quickly, but it does block out the wind if that's what you're looking for. And again, it's cool to wear casually, and the price is actually fairly reasonable at $80. Not super cheap, obviously, but not $125 for a sweater. This is the part of the video where I'd normally show you guys some pants, but unfortunately, the pants seen in August was completely dried up. Nothing new whatsoever, and I didn't want to do this series the injustice of showing some old pants in this video. So, no pants, I apologize. I understand your anger. I know a lot of you guys watch this series specifically for the pants. So if you do want to express your anger down below in the comments, just leave the comment, I came for the pants, and that'll be a constant reminder for myself not to forget the pants in next month's video. For socks, I've been wearing these guys right here, which are the Nike Grip socks. The crew sock length, which is what I like for practice. Retail on this version of the sock is about $28 US. You can get a full soccer sock length for a couple dollars extra if that's what you prefer or what you want. But what's nice about these is you can see the gray part here on the bottom, the heel, the midfoot, the big toe area. That's basically a special material that does have a little bit of an extra grippiness to it. A lot of people like to compare these to True Socks because they are basically kind of a True Socks competitor, a little bit cheaper, but definitely not as effective in terms of the amount of grip that they provide. What's nice about these over True Socks is that they feel just like regular socks in terms of overall comfort and just the familiarity of socks in general. They feel like really good quality socks. You don't necessarily get that kind of hardness, grippy sensation that you get from True Socks, which some people really, really like that. I don't mind it, but I personally just prefer the more comfortable, familiar feel of Nike Grip socks. If you guys saw my Flyknit Ultra playtest video, I was wearing Nike Grip socks in that video, if that means anything to you. Not this exact color though, but really, really good socks. And I think a lot of people undervalue the importance of socks in general. Count how many times I said socks in this part of the video, probably too many. But anyways, if you're looking for good socks, Nike Grip socks are the socks you want to buy. Socks. Next, we have Sterelli Body Shield leg sleeves, which if you hate buying tape and using it to hold up your shin guards, this is the product for you. Retail on this guy is $30 US, and what's nice about them is obviously it's a shin guard sleeve with a built-in pocket here on the front that doesn't actually have a bottom, it's just a pocket. So you're not necessarily just using just the sleeve to hold the shin guards in place. The sleeves are holding themselves up, and then you're putting the shin guard inside of the pocket, which is really nice. Very, very effective at holding your shin guards up. They don't move around on you at all. This is a product that I use every single time that I wear shin guards. That's great. You can see it's got the silicone grips at the top and bottom to help hold them in place. Very comfortable to wear as well. Super high quality elasticated material. And what's nice, kind of like the slider shorts, it has pour-on foam added to the lateral side of the calf, basically the outside of your leg. That isn't normally covered by anything at all. So you get that little bit of extra protection, basically in an area of your leg where you're gonna get cleated and stuff like that. Even if you are sliding, that little bit of extra protection right here definitely does go a long way. So for 30 bucks, they last a long time, you can clean them really easily, they hold your shin guards in place, and you don't have to use tape anymore. I definitely think they are well worth the investment. For shin guards, I have yet to change it up because I've yet to come across a better product. I have the 3rd generation C6 Agility carbon fiber shin guards. With an SR4U coupon code, they're $135. So they're definitely not cheap, even with a little bit of a discount. But the quality and really every measurable category of a shin guard, these are the best of the best. They're handmade in the US, aerospace grade carbon fiber, thinner than 2 pennies. Rock solid in terms of overall protection, super, super durable. This is the same pair that I've been using for 2 years now, and they still look brand new. It's backed by a really high quality liner that's got a good amount of kind of absorption to the padding itself, and it's got a little bit of a micro texturing to it as well, so water doesn't sit on the surface, which means that these essentially don't absorb any moisture whatsoever. They pretty much dry out instantly, even after a full game of wear. Again, best of the best. They're super low profile. They don't weigh anything at all. This is a shin guard that you'll wear, and referees will actually ask you to show them your shin guards because they don't believe that you're wearing shin guards at all. Essentially the last pair of shin guards you'll ever need to buy. It's a lot of money. I definitely do understand that. But if you want, again, shin guards that you can wear for the next 10 years and probably even longer than that, these are the ones that you want to pick up, as long as you can deal with not losing them. If you lose them, that would suck. That wasn't cool at all. This is the Champions League ball for the group stages of this year's tournament. They just started using it actually, and I got it about halfway through August. I'm a big fan of this ball in general. Retail price, given that it is the official match ball, is $160 US, so it is not cheap whatsoever. But what I do like about it is a couple different things. One being the way it looks, which doesn't really mean all that much, but if you're spending the money, you want it to be a cool looking ball, or at least one that you like the look of. And I always thought that the star design of the Champions League ball was the best looking design of any match ball from any brand. So I really do like the way it looks. And this year you can see it has this kind of interesting, almost lightning-like pattern that isn't the best graphic that they've ever done, but it's still pretty cool looking nonetheless. And as far as performance of the ball is concerned, it's very, very consistent in terms of how it flies through the air. I find that the Champions League ball tends to curl really well, which I like taking curling free kicks. So for me, I really like the way that this just flies through the air in general. It's great for juggling as well, if that's something that you like to do. Plus, it's a match ball. It's the same one they're using on TV. The quality is excellent. They're very, very durable. And as long as you take care of it, it's going to last you a long time. Next, we have these guys right here, which are Correct Sole Active Pro insoles. And this is a product that I've been using a lot over the last 2 months. just because I find them really, really comfortable. Personally, I've been struggling with a bit of plantar fasciitis, which can be kind of painful, and I find that having a little bit of arch support provided by this, I'm kind of flat-footed as well, tends to really help me in terms of overall comfort. If you guys saw my playtest video on the Flyknit Ultra, I actually had these in my shoes just because it helped me a lot. There's other benefits to these insoles as well in regards to arch support and eliminating extra dead space on the inside of your boot. So if you want to learn a little bit more about them, I'll leave a little pop-up on screen to the review video on my channel where I go over absolutely every single detail. The price is a little bit steep at $50 US, but it's a very good quality insole and it fits in literally any soccer cleat at all, which is tough to say about most replacement insoles. Finally, we've made it to the soccer cleats, and there's 3 pairs that I picked this month. The first being this guy right here, the Umbro Medusa 2 Elite, commonly referred to as the IKEA boots in this particular colorway. And after my review went up, I was actually really surprised at how many people dislike the overall look of the shoe, not just the color. The colorway, honestly, I don't mind. I know it does look like IKEA, but I have no issues with IKEA at all. And honestly, I think the design of this shoe, for an Umbro boot especially, they've done far uglier things in the past. I don't think that these are all that bad looking whatsoever, but really the reason why I picked this shoe is because it is legitimately good, looks aside. Really, really impressive. A huge improvement over the original Medusa in my opinion, both in terms of the type of shoe that it is, because obviously the original Medusa did have the kangaroo leather on it. This has a lot more of it, which is super, super important for any leather shoe, in my opinion. It now has a one-piece design as well, which actually works and fits quite well. And it does have the knitted aspect that we've never seen from Umbro before either. Kind of a mid-cut design, very similar to what we've seen in the past from the Adidas Ace 16.1 Prime Knit, for those that remember that particular shoe. And it's nice and light, it fits really well. It's just a good overall shoe that I think will be underrated for as long as it's a current model. So it's unfortunate that people don't like to give smaller brands a chance, but if you are looking to try something out that's a little bit different, this is one of those shoes that I would strongly recommend. The next boot, I am cheating a little bit because it technically came out in the first couple days of September, the 3rd or the 4th, if I remember correctly, but I was able to get them a few days prior to that, so basically like the last day of August, which is why I'm counting them. It's my show, I can do whatever I want. It is the Nike Mercurial Vapor Flyknit Ultra. This is the blackout colorway. I made a playtest video. You may have seen it on the channel. If you didn't, I'll leave a little pop-up on the screen. But this is a shoe that came out as a limited edition release in 2 different colorways. Basically 4,000 pairs in total. That seems to be the definitive number that everyone's agreeing on. Some people thought it was 2,500 total, but I think it's a little bit more than that based on what seems to be out there. But anyways, this is kind of a look at what the future of the Mercurial might look like. I made a little bit of a video kind of talking about theories on why I think this might be more along the lines of what we're going to get from the next Vapor, and Nike might kill the Superfly. Again, everyone has their own opinion on that, but the Flyknit Ultra as it stands right now is an excellent shoe. If you got your hands on a pair, you're very, very lucky, because the experience to wear these is something else. I like this more than the Vapor 11. I like this more than the current Superfly 5. It's just a very, very impressive shoe. Probably the best knitted boot that we've seen so far. Knitted boots have become a very popular thing since their initial introduction in 2014. So looking forward to the future of Mercurial, but if you want to try the future of Mercurial right now, getting a pair of Flyknit Ultras is the way to do that. And finally, the last boot that I have to show you guys, it is my personal favorite, and if you regularly watch the channel, you already know what I'm about to show you. It is the Nike Tiempo Legend 7, specifically the Academy Pack colorway, which has come and sold out already, but it was definitely a very cool release in August, and probably the best colorway of the Legend 7 we're going to see throughout its entire run. I hope we see some really good ones, but I am a sucker for blackouts, and these just look really, really good. Not that the other colorways look bad, because I definitely think that the Legend 7 in general, if you're after something that has a high quality kangaroo leather upper and just a great leather feel in general, but at the same time has the responsiveness and modern technology that you would expect from a shoe in 2017, the Legend 7 combines all of that better than any other shoe ever has and any other shoe that's currently available. So I think that the Legend 7 in general, regardless of whether or not you can get this specific colorway that I'm personally a big fan of, it's definitely a very, very good buy right now. It is my personal favorite for a reason, and when I'm not testing out shoes, if there's nothing new out there at all, this is the boot that I have on my feet, just because I absolutely love the way that they fit, feel, and perform. Thus concludes another episode of the What's in My Soccer Bag series. Again, if you're interested in anything that you saw in today's video, it's the first link down below in the description. That'll take you to the What's in My Soccer Bag page on my website, where you'll find individual buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes for all the items you saw in today's video, except the Flyknit Ultras, of course, because those sold out. And the blackout colorway of the Legend 7s, because those sold out too. But there will be other colorways of the Legend 7 listed on that page. So be sure to check it out. Again, if you're interested in anything you saw in the video, it's the first link down below. Ooh, those are my elbows. Anyways, guys, that is it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. As always, if you have any questions for me regarding the stuff I talked about in this video, leave them down below in the comments, and I definitely will get an answer out to you as soon as I possibly can. If you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed already, be sure to hit that subscribe button for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all of my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.